It's Wednesday, June the 18th. This is The Warning. Tucker Carlson has proven himself time and time again to be both a fascist and one of the most odious figures in the country. He's a person who had a Holocaust denier, pseudo-history professor on his show, who claimed that Winston Churchill was the villain of the Second World War, implying, of course, that Adolf Hitler was misunderstood.
I thought Churchill was the chief villain of the Second World War. Now, he didn't kill the most people. He didn't commit the most atrocities. But I believe, and I think when you really get into it and tell the story right and don't leave anything out, you see that he was primarily responsible for that war becoming what it did, becoming something other than an invasion of Poland.
Tucker Carlson has been one of the leading advocates for introducing white supremacist replacement theory into the American mainstream. His show is repugnant, his positions more so. He is a dangerous, demagogic figure who has helped lead the assault on the public health system by pushing forward the grifters Callie Means and his sister, the residency dropout Dr. Casey Means, who is as unfit as RFK is to be Surgeon General, as he is HHS Secretary, as Pete Hegseth is Defense Secretary, as Tulsi Gabbard is Director of National Intelligence. All of these people unfit. Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem. Tucker Carlson is awful. And Tucker Carlson is a divider who has harmed our country in profound ways. Yesterday, he did an interview on the opposite side of an important issue with another repugnant figure of the MAGA right, and that would be Ted Cruz. And so it comes to be that Tucker Carlson and Ted Cruz face off across from each other in an interview on the edge of war. And Tucker Carlson asked a question to the unctuous junior senator from the state of Texas, and it's about Iran.
How many people live in Iran, by the way?
I don't know the population.
At all?
No, I don't know the population.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay. Yeah,
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's,
because,
it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant?
Because if you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about
Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and
what
predominantly Shia. Okay,
it's not
okay.
even... You don't know anything about Iran. So
okay,
actually,
I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who
don't know anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the
I'm
one
not saying that.
Who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump.
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that...
We're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity.
No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting Israel.
High stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening.
Okay.
Now, Ted Cruz is cheerleading for America to bomb Iran. And before we get into it, let's look at what Donald Trump said about the story of the American military over the last 20 years. He called it at the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army Desecration Parade. He talked about the U.S. military being an undefeated, unbeatable force of supermen. Let's watch.
Time and again, America's enemies have learned that if you threaten the American people, our soldiers are coming for you. Your defeat will be certain, your demise will be final, and your downfall will be total and complete. Because our soldiers never give up, never surrender, and never, ever quit. They fight, 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 and they win, win, win.
Is that the experience of the last 20 years of the American soldier, sailor, airman, and Marine at war, sent to wars on false pretenses? This country lost 2 wars in the 21st century. And it did profound moral injury to a generation of veterans who was sent to fight in them. And now, less than 2 years after the end of those wars, the United States stands on the edge of war with Iran, being cheerleaded by irresponsible men like Ted Cruz. And so Tucker Carlson asked him a question, a basic question. How big is Iran? Shouldn't we know something about the country we're about to bomb, like how many people are in it, how powerful it is? Is it a country of 9 million? A country of 900 million? 90 million? And in the case of Iran, that's the right answer. It's 93 million. And Ted Cruz has no idea because he's unprepared and he's ignorant and he's glib and he's obnoxious and he doesn't give a shit. It's all performance. It's all theater. It's all a joke to him. And the next question Tucker Carlson asks him is about the character of the people. Who are they? What's their ethnic makeup? Again, Ted Cruz has no idea. Shouldn't we know who it is that we're about to bomb and fight? Shouldn't we know about the regional, ethnic, and tribal differences? Shouldn't we know about the terrain, the economy, the people, the faults, the schisms in the society? Or are we to do what we did in 2003, when a generation of political leaders, mostly fools, told the American people the American soldier would be welcomed as a liberator in the Levant? It's not how it went down. It's not how it happened. And so that foolishness, that incompetence, that ignorance paid a catastrophic price for it. Trillions of dollars lost to lost wars. And so Donald Trump blusters and he puts a proposition on the table. This immoral man who has the statutory authority to drop bombs, but not the moral authority, he's a person who calls the parents of the kids who will go into harm's way vermin and scumbags.
What specifically is better than a ceasefire? What are you looking for here?
An end, a real end, not a ceasefire. An end.
So something that would be permanent.
Yeah, or giving up entirely. That's okay too.
Are you close there? Is that possible? Is that possible in the next 24
Why not?
hours?
Certainly possible. Complete give up. That's possible.
Donald Trump is waging a civil war in the United States, sending the U.S. military into the states where Democrats are elected because he says he wants to liberate them. And now that man in those states where he rejects the freedom and the liberty of the American voters to pick their leaders, he wants their children to bomb Iran? No thanks. So if there's anything that's clear over the last 20 years in the United States, it should be this. It's a lot easier to start a war than it is to end one. And there has never been a president who is less prepared, less knowledgeable, more ignorant than Donald Trump at the edge of war, outmatched, overmatched by events, by the people who make those events happen, the other world leaders. America is in big trouble because our president is a fool, surrounded by bigger fools, teeming with malice and menace. And so now they decide, after running on a campaign agenda of peace, that there is to be war. The peace president who said he would make America great again has become a war president who has made America weak, chaotic, and divided. What Donald Trump promised is the opposite of what we're about to get. And the American crisis will deepen still, and the American crisis will deepen more, and things will get worse. But after this comes a season of renewal, but there will be much misery between then and now. This is The Warning.
I'm Steve Schmidt. This is The Warning. I invite you to join this community where I promise to be honest, blunt, and direct about what is happening in this country. America is in crisis. Follow and subscribe to this channel and on Substack. Thank you.